To me, the Kinder Egg represents a piece of my childhood, a piece of Europe that I don't easily have access to here. So every time I open one, I think about just how special they were, the few that I had as a kid. I distinctly remember the first toy that I got. It was a small bronze figure of a soldier. I don't know from what time period, what war, or what culture or side, but it was very craftily made. It was heavy, had a substantial feel to it. I knew it was important and impressive before I even opened the capsule. I wish I still had it. I have probably purchased several hundred of these. I wouldn't be surprised if I have 600 or 700 by now. I had brought in, purchased, consumed eggs for several years before I realized that by all means I'm a criminal. Kinder eggs are illegal in the US. You cannot buy them, import them, get caught using them or having them. They are considered a choking hazard. I'm uncomfortable with the fact that it's illegal, and I kind of work around and kind of shortcut the law. That's not what's inspiring this interest. Because they're so difficult to come by, anytime you bring them out of your drawer and you offer them to friends or visitors of your home, it is something exclusive. It is something that cannot be easily replicated. That part I really appreciate and I like. For somebody who travels back to Europe as much as I do, the easiest is those 3 or 4 times a year. Just put a couple dozen in your suitcase. When you fill your customs form, under food we usually say chocolate. And when you get asked at entry into the US, do you have any forbidden items or anything like that, I usually say just chocolate. If you don't go to Europe, the easiest way to get them is if you go into Canada, you can bring as many as you want if you can pass by the border patrols. You could use a vehicle to bring a significant number. I mean, you can probably put a couple thousand in a regular car. A couple of years ago, driving back from Canada, I got busted with about 50 in my possession. I can no longer do that. Repeat offenses have significant consequences. There is a big fine. I could lose my legal status in the United States. It'll be bad. So I realized that there is an interesting parallel or trend of my experience with Kinder eggs. As a boy in Bulgaria, I couldn't have as many eggs as I wanted because they just weren't available in the country. They were difficult to find and they were expensive to purchase. And some 30 years later, I find myself in a similar situation in the United States. I cannot have as many because they're illegal and you cannot find them and purchase them here. So it is ongoing life frustration with having access to Kinder eggs.